Perfect. We are live. Today is Wednesday at 4:51 p.m. Wednesday, February 8th. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Today we're going to be doing some fun rigging again. So it's been a while since we've been in Toonboom, and yeah, I've been really missing it. So the past couple of weeks, I've been taking this awesome Toonboom rigging course. It's a little on the expensive side, but it's teaching me some pretty useful tips. And I thought it would be perfect time because also during that time, my brother and I were trying to develop this concept for a short animated show. So I'm creating the characters for this show, and I figured why not rig them live, and then we can hit these two birds with one stone, and it would be perfect. So here we go. I'll show you. This is the wrong pen. I have two tablets. One is a Wacom, one's not. And I always mix up the pens. But so this is the character that we're developing. There's still not really a name. I'm still kind of playing around with the names. Nice. Of course. How are you? No, yeah, I'm all over the place with the starting of this stream. Sometimes it'll be later, sometimes it'll be earlier, but you know, whatever. As long as we do it. Yeah, this is our character. I don't want to say too much because the ideas are still being fleshed out. But either way, this is going to be the main character. I wanted something pretty iconic with the overalls and the yellow, so the colors kind of match. And then she's got like a hat and a cool like earrings or something. So let's get rigging. I'm probably going to start with the front view. And in the meantime, guys, I can share some of the useful tips that I've learned so far. All right. So we have our reference here. We have a color card so we can see. I'm going to use my templates. We're going to go rigging. I'll start with the head. So we'll drag the head in. You can get all these templates as well on my Gumroad. They're okay. Some things are wrong with them. Some things are out of place, but it's a good starting point, I think, if you want to save some time. All right. Let's do the head. Let's go in. I'm going to start with the head, and then we'll cut it and move it to the jaw. So this character is perfectly, well, mostly symmetrical. So that is going to make things a lot easier when we go to actually rig it and animate it. So, and for my brushes, I have 5 pixels for the outside lines, and then we'll do 3 pixels on the inside. So 5 actually may be a little too thick. So we're just going to drag these points. I'm going to zoom in. I want to see my reference here. So I'm going to press O, zoom in, make this a little bit easier to see. There you go. That's what I like. And again, guys, any questions, any suggestions, right? Post them in the chat. So the guy in the video, he had a really cool tip to get things symmetrical. Whoops. This is Harmony 21 as well. My free trial for Harmony 22 ended. So we're back on 21. Okay. Get this. I'll make a point there. That's looking okay. And what he did, he took the cutter. Where's the cutter? And he like cut this in half. Then he copied and pasted this, flipped it, moved it into place. Are rigs hard to do? What you think? Are rigs hard to do? Your opinion on what you think? Like, are rigs hard to animate with, or is that what the question is? And I guess if that is the question, it kind of comes down to like certain things may be a little bit easier to use rigs with, certain things may be a little bit harder. But overall, I think it is faster. Okay, so here's what he did. So there's this. I'm going to go here. And where is... I think he said merge. I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, like there's certain things with a rig that are really, really hard to do because of the limitations of the rig. And it's harder to get nice, smooth animation. It's harder to make it look hand-drawn. But once you learn how to use it, it really is... you can get some really nice animation with them. So here, what happens if I get rid of this? Oh, extra point. The guy did it way smoother than me. Let's see. It's like 2 extra points here that we don't want. Can we smooth? Join pencil lines. Yes. Join them. Did that work? That didn't work. I'm just trying to get it to be symmetrical. Let's delete that. Whoops. To be honest, the more you use the rig, you just get used to it. Like when I first started, I used to think like, oh, like hand drawn is what I love to do. I'm never going to get used to using rigs. And now it's kind of flipped. Now I kind of am more used to working with rigs and less with hand drawn stuff. We'll just move this. I don't think... Okay, that's pretty symmetrical, I think. Maybe we can just move it a little bit more. So what he did, the guy in this tutorial, whoops, he like, where is it? View, grid. Whatever. He like merged these 2 shapes together. So he kind of used this. He matched it up with his drawing. Obviously, it wasn't the same one. And then he pressed K to match these lines like perfectly. And he really zoomed in. And then he just went and cut these pieces. Oh, wait. What he also did was this. The cutter is supposed to be round. That's what he wants. So then you get nicer cuts. Yes. If I cut that, oop, nope. I mean, that'll be covered anyway. So that's pretty good. More symmetrical than I've ever made anything. Now we need to cut for the jaw. So I'm going to grab this cutter again, just around, we'll say halfway. Oh. Have you never used Toonboom before? Honestly, if you're into animation, it's really, really good. And the good thing is they have like a pretty long trial period as well. You can get the newest version for like 21 days. The one thing I would say though is make sure your computer can handle the software. Oh, let's put these together. So let's merge. So now it's one shape. The long way. Let's see. Let's add a couple. Right in the middle of the ear, we'll say. That'll be the jaw. Delete those points. Oops. I'm not going to fill the head in just yet. Let's do the eye now. Let's go. Also, another cool thing I'll show you after with the static transformation. I've kind of been doing it not wrong, but his way is just a lot better. So let's go in here. Let's start with our eye. Get the eye white. I also have to, one sec, remove unused files, right? I'm going to clean up my palettes just so this the scene doesn't crash. See, look at that. Save it. Now our palettes are all cleaned up. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it on my other screen, and I'm just going to color pick the colors from it. So skin, I'm going to use this guy. And I'm going to like my other window and color picking the exact color. Overalls. Whoops. It's off screen now, but for some reason, the color picker works better off screen than it does in Toonboom. Where's the eye? The pupil and the eye white. So even if my pupil is black, I still need a different color ID for it. Okay, that should be good for now. Anyone else working on any cool projects or, you know, anything? Watch any cool shows? Ah, nice. I recently, I've been watching Vikings Valhalla. It's on Netflix. Oh my God. That show is really, really good. Okay, how do we want to do this? So this is the inside. So it's going to be 3. I'll make it 3. Yeah, it's so good, man. There was another show, I think it was just called Vikings. It's kind of a continuation of that, sort of. But yeah, it's awesome. So I kind of want her eyes to be sharp here. It's too big. Right, I kind of want to make sure in this show that all the characters have a distinct style, right? Let's see. So I think for this, what I want to actually do is I'll add some control points. Here, I'll add some points, add some points, add some points. And I want to just make these lines not visible at all. Right? That can kind of look nice. And that can kind of be a style for all these characters. They won't have the bottom lines. Let's see how that looks. All right. So let's create color art from line art. Actually, not yet. We're going to do the pupil first. The pupil will all be on the line art. We'll just take an ellipse. Oh, see, it's not showing up because all my cutters are active. That's the good thing about these templates that I have. All like the auto patches and the cutters, it's all set up already. So all you basically have to do is maybe disable a few cutters so you can see, but you just got to fill in the artwork, and then the node systems should work for you. Okay, so let's fill it with the pupil. Now, what I need to make sure is this color needs to be the line color. Okay, there you go. Let's go back to the node view. We can turn this back on. And then on the color art layer, we're going to go fill in the eye. Okay, I kind of like that style. We'll see how it looks when it's all filled in, though. Same with these pupils. So usually I have some trouble with the lids. You get a weird like cutter line, but this should, like the way it's set up here, we shouldn't have to worry about that. So let's here. We'll make it like halfway. Okay. I'm going to fill in these pupils just so I can see them. Oh, look at that. It's already working. See? I'm going to disable the cutters, though, for now, so I can actually see the pupil. Gotta bypass this. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, so if you, there's a few extra pieces also in these templates that are kind of left over. Just delete those. Let's grab this. I'm just going to copy and paste it. Drag it down. Shut. And then same thing. We're going to fill it with this color. Now when we turn on these cutters and get rid of this, you have like the eyes are blinking. Now, a cool thing that I learned from this course is what this guy did is he synced the eye drawings with the eyelids so you can kind of quickly flip between blinks, which is really cool. So I'm going to try and do that now if I can remember what he did. I need drawing substitutions. Let's put it up here so we can see. Whoops. Right, so right now we got one drawing substitution. So I'm going to grab the lid top and I'm going to sync it. Sync layer width. We're in the top head FI, so whoops. I white. Sync it with that. Press OK. So now these two are synced. And now I'm going to sync this one with the eye white as well. Sync layer width. We'll find where we are. Head, front, eye white. Okay. And now so what he did, drawing substitutions. He created a new drawing substitution. And for this one, he turned, oops, actually, wait a minute. How did he do this? No, this isn't right. Whatever, we might not sync it. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to grab this, move it up, grab this, and move it up. What I don't understand is where my eye actually went. Oh, shit. Ugh. Time's at 5:15. Doing for 23 minutes. See some stuff for a second. This, first of all, we got to get rid of this giant thing. Okay, let's move on to the eyebrows. We're just going to come back to that. I'm going to make it a rectangle, and we'll do 3 as well. I'm going to just do a regular line color. Oh, it can get kind of confusing because, again, I have a cutter already here that I need to disable so I can see my eyebrows. We'll go here. And for this turnaround, guys, I kind of like I just took another turnaround I found online and I just drew over it with my character's proportions and like their costume and stuff. So I didn't really need to worry about like lining things up. Oh, do I like that? I kind of like this check mark look. I think it's too much. Let's see. I fill this just with the line. What the hell? Oh, you want to know why? Because we only have line art and color art and the underlay. Nice. Greens from Ghana. Nice. Wow. That's awesome. How's it going? How are things over there? So we're going to make this cutter now. So we're going to go here. We're going to copy it to the underlay layer. Grab a stroke. And now there is something here. Look, if you press this, I can make invisible strokes that are straight lines, which is super cool. And there you go. That's perfectly lined up. This guy, we'll perfectly line him up there. We can cut this. And yeah, so even if you guys are wondering still about the Discord, I don't know what's happening with that. I think I installed a bot for security, and it keeps deleting the updates for the animation channels that I want to update. So that's still a work in progress, but I don't really know how to fix it. But there's also, I guess now, because I wanted to do it as like an update thing, but there is a job channel that is there. So you can post your reels, or if you're looking for work, you can post that as well. All right, let's see. So when we go like this, and we press this eyebrow should cut the eye. That's just our eyelid, so it's kind of working. I don't know what that is. Oh, I know what it is. It's this. So let me just deactivate this for a second. There you go. It's like a duplicate. Perfect. Okay, just to test, I want to see the head. Yeah, that looks okay. With that skin color and that eye, I like it. Nice. The Space Age Party. Anyone else working on some character rigs? Or making their own characters or something? All right, let's go back in the eye. I gotta figure out why this is happening. I feel this is why. I think. Nope. Whoops. So maybe it cuts this. No. Maybe it just goes. Very confusing. Hang on a second. I need to see if I switch something. When I go into this new template, no, it's still working like it should be working. Weird. All right. Next. I guess for now we're gonna just turn that off because what's going on there? So we have one eye. What time is it? We're at 31. I'm gonna have to cut this stream at 45, guys. 45 minutes. But it's okay. We still got 10 minutes left. I'm gonna turn off my lids for now. I'm curious. I'm actually going to open up. So the course I'm following is, it's called Adam's Animation. Let me look it up. Animation Academy. These courses are a little expensive, but I'm actually curious as to why this isn't working like his is. So I'm going to pull up his course. I can't show it, obviously, because it's probably copyright. And I already got a strike on this channel for posting my work. But so no copyright issues this time for a pilot I'm working on. Currently on my 5th redesign, but I'm sure I'll finish it someday. Nice, man. What can you post any of the characters? We have a Discord. If you post it in there, I'd love to see them. I can send you the link. We have like an art sharing Discord. Where is it? There's a couple other guys working on some short films there as well. Art sharing. I'll send an invite. Try this. I'd love to see your work, man. That's so cool. I love when people are creating their own stuff. It's really awesome. Any other questions or comments, guys? Let me know. I'm just trying to double check this guy's tutorial. So he has the eye, the pupil, blah, blah, blah. In a group just like me. Okay, blah, blah, blah. He's got that. He creates the pupils. I feel he's doing the same thing that I'm doing. Yeah, cuts the line art and the color art. Sure. Huh, weird. Seems like he's doing what I'm doing. Nice. Awesome, dude. Love that. Yeah, I love seeing other people's work. It's so cool. Move these up. Start adding some deformers. I'm gonna go animation, deformation, envelope creator. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Look at that. That's a perfect envelope right there. Now I'll adjust the pivot point as well. So all the pivot points are on the 0, 0 position. For eyes, I like to have them kind of right here. So the eye white, the pupil. We don't need any deformers on the pupil. Go like that. I'm gonna leave the eyelids for now. Maybe I can repost this later because we're gonna be working on this a while. So a couple live streams, we'll do this character. Right. Another thing, guys, if you have this eyebrow and you want to reset it, I think you click it, press R, and it resets the pivot information, which is super important when you're rigging. Okay. Oh, I feel this mystery is just a kind of ridiculous one that I'm not seeing. Like the solution, I think, is very, very simple. We have the eye white. If I want, like, this pupil is being cut by this. So maybe it's like this. I think I deleted a comp or something. No, that makes things worse. The world. So we have the pupils. Let's change their pivot point. Here we're going to change the permanent one. I'll put it somewhere in the middle, something like that. And for this one, I'll put it at the bottom. These have to be inverted? Yeah, that's why. So, my goodness. So the cutters just had to be inverted. I knew it was something stupid. People, we have our eyelids. So now I think this should work. These are supposed to be cutting the eye. They're not, because why? Did I turn off a cutter? Interesting, interesting, interesting. So when I go this, I need my color art, right? Our color art. The color art, I think, has to not be inverted. No. Ooh. I have no idea what's going on. I got to do some like surgery to put this back together. So these are my handles. These are my lids, right? The line art goes here. The line art is being cut like this, so it doesn't show up. But I need my color art to cut everything. All right, whatever. Let's just move on. I want to show you guys something else. Anyway, so right now, there's this big, we're going to rename this peg to just front eye or back eye. I want to show you this static transformation thing. So let's forget the eyelids for now. Let's just see the peg hierarchy. We give the eye white and the pupil. The lids, I'm probably just going to connect them like this because the eye white moves everything. The eyebrow is going to be up on the full eye, which is going to have the same pivot information. Okay. We got to add a deformer as well. So let me go in and deform everything. So this, I'm going to see if this works. If I just go here and say envelope creator, create envelope, yeah, it kind of gives me a shitty deformer. What I'm going to do instead, I'm going to turn off, I'm going to plug this in so I can see what it is. I saw this. I'm just going to go with my regular deformers. I'll do a curve here. And then I'll do a curve. Click on, click off. And then I'll do a curve at the top. So it's not like a full, I don't know why they still have these curved deformers. Or these, it should just be an envelope deformer. So annoying. So let's try that again. There. Click back on. 1, 2. And I should be able to just deform it this way. It should give me the same results. Right, so when I look, right, that looks okay. Get rid of that. There. Pivot point's good, it has a deformer. This lid, okay, I'm going to actually get a display. Where are my displays? That's my workspace. Window, toolbars, display. Where did that go? So here, I'm just gonna put on my lid. I mean, it's kind of useful to see what's going on because, like, what the fuck is happening here? Let's fill this in. And then we'll grab it and do a deformer as well. 4 points. Nice. Let's take this guy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these lids. These lids are really pain in the ass today. This. Same thing. We're going to be on the drawing layer. We're going to create 4. There we go. All right. So now I want to make some handles. I have a handles comp here that feeds through. I just need to see both of these lids. I like to do my handles on a separate layer just because I don't like them deforming when I deform this shape. So I'm going to go like this for these lids. We're going to make them a rectangle. I have a special handle thing. So I'll make it like blue and I'll drop down the opacity. Okay, we'll go like this. And then I can just delete the line. I don't really need that line. Okay, just make sure I'm in the right place. But I accidentally deleted my color. Okay, we're on the line art. Go. This handle. We're just going to copy and paste. Oh, we'll drag it down. Just the drawing. Maybe we'll have it exactly there. Let's play. Okay, and if you see this though, when you render it, the handles aren't available. So that's always good. At least that's working like it's supposed to be. All right, so these lids have deformers on them. Their pivot points are in the relative right spot. To control both lids, I also have a peg for that. I like to put them right in the middle. The pupil, this, and the full eye. Okay, so I got to go in and fix this, but for now, I'll show you guys right before we finish. I'm going to clone this eye. So I think you can Control C, Control Shift B. This is what the other guy did. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go Node, Clone Selected, Drawings Only. Okay. We'll plug this in. We have a static transformation. And what I might want to do is have this peg outside of the eye. I have a couple redundant pegs here. I'm going to cut this, paste this here, get rid of that. So let's clone these again. I'm going to plug this into the static transformation. So this will be, we'll call it front full eye, and we'll call this back full eye. It's kind of fun to try and solve these problems when you're rigging, you know, to kind of work things out. So what normally, if you have this, right, and I flip it with 4, you should think that's fine. But if I want to reset the pivot information, let's see if this works. You press R and it resets back to what you want. So you don't want it to keep resetting back to the flip stage. So let's press 4. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to say active, bake immediate parent transformation. Let's try that. Press OK. And now let's see if I reset it. It resets back to its original spot. So now it's kind of stuck in this section. So we'll call this ST, static transformation. What I was doing before is I was completely deleting this top peg, and I found out you don't really need to do that. So it kind of cleans up everything, really. Let's mark these blue. And once I figure out what's wrong with these eyes, I'll just do it for one, and I can clone it and flip it, and it should be in its proper spot. So eyes. This. Okay, nice. I mean, that's it for today, guys. It's almost an hour. I gotta turn this off. But next stream, I'll see if I can fix these eyes, or if I'll try and do it off camera so we don't have to watch me struggle. But yeah, we're gonna continue this character to right to finish, and then we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, we're gonna be doing more Toonboom streams. So let me know what rigging topics you want to see covered, because we can also do that in these tutorials as well. If you have a specific rigging question, post it in our Discord, and I'll get to it in these live streams. All right, guys, thanks for joining, and I'll see everyone in the next live stream, which will either be maybe Friday, maybe next week. We'll see. Keep updated in the channel. All right, guys, see ya.